Hello, this is the sixth session, if I'm correct. Um, for this particular one, I'm gonna start doing some kind of like DD approach. Uh, we know that we have a use case that is customer starts a session in Veriff, in the service. Then what I'm gonna do is create a unit test for the use case, which is gonna be pretty simple because we use this isolation mechanism that the design pattern hexagonal architecture provides. So probably I'm gonna just check that the adapter is called correctly with the parameters required. So I prepared a test. I'm using PyTest, and this is the mocker. So because the session, yeah, I didn't say, but I added the init. So basically to get the two ports that we implemented. And as you may see here, this is pass, so does nothing. The start session does nothing. And then the next one is calling this adapter, which does nothing at all. Because we are going to do the unit test, we are going to focus on the domain. So the test because here it's going to pass, so it says pass, so it's going to fail. So yes, so if I run the test, it's going to say, yeah, it's recalled, what it called, zero times. In order to solve this, what we have to do is just this session self session to persistent create. This is have to be await. And then if we run it again, then later everything passes. Maybe you have to check, yeah, cause one with the user blah. So I think so we did for red green refactor. For this particular thing, I don't think that we need to do any kind of like refactor. So I can mark this. Maybe I can do refactor later, but I can mark this as done. And then the next thing I have to do is create the integration test. But maybe I can create a test for the adapter since is actually right now is not doing anything. But what should we do? So okay, let's create a test, the unit test for this. So yeah, okay. So generate test session create test creates this, so mocker. So what should we do? So let's set up the expectations. So what it does is I made, so I know that this is gonna be code. Then what's happened? Wait a second. Someone's ringing at the door. Okay, I'm back here. So I know that I have to call this fast cache somehow. So I'm gonna call this get or create. So what it tries to do is just basically do something like cache. If it's not there, just create a new one with session incoming data. And how can I do this? So let's start to do this kind of like cache API, because I don't know the API for this. So how can I use it? So basically it says fetch API init, and then create a prefix and a namespace. Oh, this is the builder. The builder. No, this is not. This is not what I meant to do. And I want to do. What is it? Give me an example of getting the cache. Yeah, space, request, the cache, encode decode. Memory main. Yeah, it do something like fast PI cache, blah blah blah, and then what does it do? I want to call directly the cache. No, because it. Oh, yeah, here, cache. Cache. Yeah. It uses the cache like this because. Yeah, because it's the decorator. No, this is how this works. Let me check. Need the cache, and then that's something like this. Okay. I don't have it. Okay, and what I think is happening is that, yeah, let me check on this. Oh, did I add it? Probably not. I'm gonna check on the poetry, but I think I didn't add it. No. I think we can do something like in memory only. But anyway, I'm gonna put it like this. Yeah, in memory it's already built in, so yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our test. Where is it? Here. No, not here, this is the one. Let's go to the adapter, persistent data, here, and here, and yes, and this. I'm probably this has some kind of like get. has clear, has get. Oh, has only clear in. So I don't know how to do this in memory like it. Okay, who is that? The backend. Okay, the implementation of the backend is so yeah. So in memory has get, and this is an abstract method, and this is implemented in here. So it's in memory, so I can do get. Okay. So I can create a mock to say this is the cache. Oh, self of cache. Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't return anything. Yeah, and it doesn't return anything. What? What am I doing? Like, set the session. Oh, anyway, I can actually refactor rename to underscore. It's not that it's private because in Python there is no private method, but yeah, it's some kind of like way of saying that this is a private one. So yeah, why is saying like doesn't return? Yeah, shouldn't. Anyway, so get out of date. So we have to do something like self.cache dot get, something like this. Yeah. If it doesn't exist, then so pass, and then go back here, and then says, okay, let's initiate the adapter. So let's patch it first. No, it's actually doing like no, so funny. I'm gonna patch it. Okay, not the main. Close this one. So I'm gonna patch this one here. So Yeah. Oh wait. No, probably it's gonna fail. It doesn't have attribute in it. Mm. Okay. Yeah. So that in other code once, and that should work. Because mod cache. Okay. I'm gonna see if this is already cache. Is already a mock. Okay, I want to see if this is already a mock. This is how. No, it's not. So that's the problem. When something you think that is mocked, but it isn't, it means like it's not already cached. Okay. I'm gonna try to solve this problem and come back in a sec. Okay. I think I get it now. The problem was that I wasn't mocking correctly the test. So I can do this. I can use patch and then the path. But this one is actually one for me I prefer it because I don't hard code strings. So if I run it, it's gonna say that get create a call once. So if I go here and then I call sort of catch get get and then get here, then it's gonna pass. Yeah, because I'm gonna get here. So what I'm gonna do is test. So here there are two options. One that if it's found, another one is not found. So if it's found, it returns the what is stored. What is stored is session data. If it's not stored, it creates a new one. So let's test get create phone. So get this called once, and then what I have to do is like mock cache dot get returns like session data. No, where is it? It should return session data. Yeah, it's session data incoming. Because this can return anything, it means that actually I can do something like adding a prefix here for because it's in the implementation there is a prefix. I was seeing implementation of the the cache. Well, this is the customer usually have something like request response blah blah, something like a prefix in order to return something. I think, yeah, I'm gonna add it here as, I'm gonna add a prefix here. So the prefix is gonna be session data. Why is it like doesn't recognize insurance? What? It's just all the time saying that? For some reason I won't find file. So it creates, let's say I'm going, because what we need is file hashes, which is empty. Yeah, I use base model because base model is pedantic. So it has to be, this is compulsory, and yeah, by default we get this one. So if I run it again, I'll just say that, okay, this is gonna pass. This is return the value. So, but if I say, sorry, I did something that I shouldn't. Yeah, how to do something. If I do this like, let's get, so get attribute with blah blah blah, and then, yeah, well, I don't have to do anything. So yeah, so I have to put something here. For example, and then says, for example, session data dot customer ID equals something. Now asset equals something. And it's gonna fail because it says 1, 2, 3. I should put 1, 2, 3 here. Cool. So now we have one test in the adapter. Okay, so let's write the other test, like not found. So the other test is like not found. And now, so it's return none. Yeah. And then when I call, why is this customer ID 1, 2, 3? Oh yeah, sorry. Should actually put this one survival. And use shortcut. And then just, it's a minor thing. So it's not found, returns nothing. So Yeah, don't care. Anything should not be called. I hope this test fails. Yeah. Okay, once. So what we have to do is refactor. Well, if not found, no, it should be called. It should be called. It should be called, but then what's gonna happen? That I have to call step as I got once. I mean, it's not called. Shouldn't be called. Yes. So let's go here and then do something like data equals this, and then it's session data non set and then session data. Okay, and now works. Cool. So we have the two cases there, get or create, not found. So I would say to mark this one for and the second one is added injection dependency for this one. This is gonna be like tricky. One of the things, yeah, this is gonna be tricky because what I have to do is go into the main. Well, there shouldn't be main. The main should be, yeah, here. We don't need this anymore. I created this main, by the way. So what we have to do, yeah, we have the routers. So what we have to do is import the routers into this. So fast API I created the routers in a different part here. This is the best practices. Say you have to put the routers. So the routers is here, and then I think in the main I have to do something. Yeah, include routers, blah blah routers. This is not. This is like sessions. Transact incoming routers. Incoming is because in hexagonal architecture there are incoming adapters are outgoing adapters. So I include this, and then what's interesting is that here start a session and then we have the customer ID, but I want to call the use case, so I need to do something like session, because we were talking about sessions in the domain. So session dot persistent data, blah 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 blah. So I have to do something like session and start a session. Yeah. But I need to create a session. So I'm going to get it as a dependency. Now, there is something here called dependencies, dependency injection, depends. So we can use this depends. The documentation is in here, but it's pretty straightforward. This annotated is some kind of alias for creating a type that says like, oh, this annotates to create something, but it's pretty straightforward. So the easiest way is to create a depends. Like annotated, for example, annotated is a verification. When you implement the dependency, you have to write a whole parameter with time attention depends, and you have to when you need to dependency, you have to, and use in multiple places, because you can do this kind of like annotated. So it's common parameter is this one, and so this is what I'm gonna do. Like, wait a second, this is like depends, right? Yeah. So the annotated value. Common parameters is oh, that's the reason. So depends say like this, and yeah, it's an alias. Yeah, correct. So session, I don't remember. But the depends is something that I can use independently. So I can say it says like, I don't know what depends is. So there is a dependencies here, and then I can say session. I can put it in main, but since this equals session, so and then it says, oh, I need this. What do you need? Oh, I need, as a parameter, I need session persistence support. So I need, and because of this is implemented here, I can use the adapter. So go back, I can use adapter on this. What else? Yeah, another new line. So if we go back to the routers and then say session and then say alt, gonna be, wait a second, I'm gonna put it here. Instead of using dependencies, I'm putting the main, I'm gonna put in the main for now, then yeah, I need this, and I need the main, and then I'm gonna say here in the incoming, say main session. Yeah. And this is it. So session start a session, and then do something like this. So let's create a test. All right, I'm doing one, but I not forget to create the integration. I have to do something. So I usually put the integrations in main, but so def test I would say like this is not a mock, this is like real. So there is something called test client app, and this I think is like a starlet something. In fact, I think I created before. I don't need to do this kind of mocker because async. Oh. Okay, this is saying something about Starlet. I'm gonna try to fix it and I'll continue. Okay, it's here. It actually says like have to install this. So that was the reason. Ah, sorry. It's pip install poetry app. Yeah. App main has no attribute called session. So most likely it's an inco. I'm gonna move this refactor move to dependencies. Oh, return. Okay, 1 sec, because this is not something that I don't know. Okay, what's gonna happen is that I wasn't using correctly the sessions, so even if the bandwidth sessions have to be something like init sessions, so I need something like def get sessions, something like this. Or yeah, but this is gonna create a session in every call. So it's gonna init all the time this one sec. Okay, let's continue because I think what's going on. So what happened basically is that the the dependencies requires to have a function. So when the router calls the get session, it basically needs to have callable. So this is one, and then I instantiate it here. If we have to be lazy evaluation, like for example, if it's gonna depend on parameters that or environment variables that we set up at the startup or even in a .m file, we have to use the notation on event startup. So right now, if I run this test, it's no, not this one, sorry. This one is gonna fail probably because the message is different. So how can I fix this? In order to fix this, I have to go to the router and then add it here something like for customer uh, for customer ID, and that will work. It doesn't actually check that in the database is saved, but we don't create test for that because we already have one test for the session, not for the domain, sorry, for the adapter, for the persistent. We check that if it's not found, then update this call. Yeah, if it's not found, then get this call and set it not call, and set it call once. We can check that assert said it's not call, but usually not call because it's found, not call. You must call init first. Oh, yeah. So here it fails because we basically, yeah, we have to mock the cache. So we change it to get the backend. So what's going to happen is that if I do mock cache dot return value returns mock cache, no, sorry, no, it won't work. Sorry, get back. This will return nothing, and this will return this one. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So run this. Can be used in a weight expression. Oh, because probably of this. Yeah, have to be a sync because the get backend it's a sync. If I go here, the get backend is a sync. So, interesting. So this is a call routine, and then here I'll call this one to wait. Says wait get something. I use this because the backend right now it doesn't have to be on a wait, but in the future we in Redis, for example, in memory database, okay, but in Redis, I think if it's well implemented, yeah, it has an await. So no, maybe this is an await. So it actually waits something. So if I do the get, it awaits something. Yeah, that's the reason I put here an await. So let's go back to here. And then do the same thing. Let's run all the tests here. Okay, cool. And then run all of them. Cool. So the 3 tests, the main that I created here, it's the one who actually starts the session. The other one, this one was about checking if it's found, then returns the thing, or if it's not found, just asset. I would say asset with set asset with. It's not like this. It's gonna say, yeah, but I'm not gonna use. Is it really doing this? Set customer ID, key customer ID. The value should be something like, yeah, we don't care too much. Yeah, customer ID with customer. Yeah. So run it again. Play test. Everything works fine. Cool. And that's it. The next thing that I'm gonna do is, this is for the start. I'm gonna do the next one for the next use case, which is upload the files, and then I'm gonna use the same approach, just creating a test, failed, and then refactor. I didn't do too many refactors here. That's because I more or less is pretty straightforward, but apart from that, I think that it's cool. Maybe I'm gonna remove this because it doesn't make any sense anymore. Everything should be inside the router incoming session. Cool. So the next one is upload image, and the last one is gonna be get session summary. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.